everyone, welcome to our online discussion. Today we will discuss about our book review which is Captain Nobody based on 5 roles which are summarizer, word wizard, connector and research. Before we discuss, my name is Asmia Binti Kasim as your director discussion. And here I want to ask some question for you guys based on the role that you guys take. Firstly, I want to ask Vera. Vera, what can you summarize about this Captain Nobody book?
Hi, I will summarize the whole book. Captain Nobody is narrated by Newt Newman, a truly average 10-year-old. To be shot on Halloween, Newt became Captain Nobody. Yes, Captain Nobody. Later, JJ calls Captain Nobody, distressed by the grammar mistakes on the sign for Sullivan Jewelry Stores. Annoyed, Captain Nobody agrees to talk to the owner. When he enters the store, he realized that he interrupted an armed robbery. JJ and Newt run away before the police arrive. That night, Newt is mentioned on the news as the little guy or Machet, not as Captain Nobody. Newt also helps a very small plane to make an emergency landing on the highway. Next morning, Newt prepares to visit Chris when news reports that Reggie is on the local tower tank, about to commit suicide over his skill in causing Chris coma. Newt goes to the water tower. He learns that Reggie is not there to kill himself but got stuck trying to graffiti the tower. Captain Nobody helps Reggie to get loose, and as they climb down, Newt falls. Thankfully, he lands on a rubber mattress, but then Reggie lands on top of him. He also tells his parents that Reggie is not responsible for Chris' coma. While visiting his brother for the first time, Chris finally wakes up. Yes, and after he and Chris recover, Newt leads the victory parade as Captain Nobody. So I hope I summarized the whole chapter or the whole book clearly, but if you have any question, you can just ask me.
Wow, interesting storyline, Vera. I want to ask Safwan about word wizard. Safwan, in this book, are there words that really hurt and have interesting meanings? Can you explain the words?
So good afternoon guys. So let's get through to the novel. The novel that I found a few of word wizard. So the first word wizard that I found is stampede. The meaning of stampede is colliding, such as a person or animal colliding. We can find the phrase on page 30, paragraph 4. I truly understood the scary stampede my brother was always facing. And the second word wizard that I found is easel. Meaning of easel is hallway. So we can see the phrase on page 28, paragraph 2. So I wandered down the easel and leaned against a railing. So the third is jolt. The meaning of jolt is surprise. So we can see the phrase on page 45, paragraph 4. I woke up with a jolt after a few blinks. So the final word wizard that I see is shrike. The meaning of shrike is shout. So we can see the phrase on page 32, paragraph 1. No, I shrike. Stay up, stay up. So that was a few word wizard that I found on the novel. That's all. Thank you. Back to the Mia.
Very interesting word, Safwan, because that word that you mentioned just now, I haven't heard before this. And thank you for answering. Next, I want to ask Wong about connector. Wong, is the storyline related to your life or to the world?
Yes, in my opinion, the plot has a lot to do with our life and gives us a lot of enlightenment. One character who shows strong determination throughout the story is Newton Newman. Evidence that Newton Newman was a determined man is when he helped Cecil with the bass drum at the top of the dustbin. Despite his fear of heights, This evidence tells us that as a young person, we should have strong determination to overcome fear and achieve the impossible. In my opinion, if we can have our own goals, we cannot see that something is impossible, because a strong determination can get us to do something that seems impossible. I have read a piece of news, which is a true story. A father raised a car to save his son because his son was trapped under the car. It was his determination to save his son that made him do what seemed impossible.
Wow, sounds very interesting, Wong, because this storyline have related to your life. And lastly, I want to ask Hafiza about research. Hafiza, can you explain the background information in this Captain Nobody book?
In my opinion, Captain Nobody is a family drama, but it has enough exciting adventure to capture the interest of young minds. Captain Nobody was published by Penguin Group and released on audiobook by Random House in 2009. That recording received a 2009 Grammy nomination in the category of Best Spoken Word Album for Children. Then Pitchfork wrote the book, which was published in February 2009. It has sold more than 70 million copies worldwide. In this novel, it tells the story of a child named Newton Newman, or well known as Captain Nobody. Newton has a very good friendship ties with his friends, who are Cecil and JJ. They have been friends for a long time, and they always stick together through thick or thin. In my opinion, the novel clearly shows the value of friendship is important in one's life.
Sounds so good, Hafiza, because I believe that this Captain Nobody book have their background information for the readers. And thank you for your answering. Okay guys, that's all for our online discussion, and thank you for all your cooperation. Bye.